Middle school. It's a once-in-a-lifetime spectacular journey, full of adventure. Students come in as children, and if all goes well, they leave with their own identity. A lot goes into that task of forming an identity. And how do you even measure that? With learning targets, clear statements about what students should be able to do through our time together. So it's September. I'm back in my classroom after a long COVID shutdown, wishing I was still at home teaching on Zoom in my PJ bottoms with my presentable top. I put the chairs in a circle for a warm-up activity. The learning target: students will be able to categorize facts into meaningful subgroups. We're just getting to know each other. I notice one kid comes in, he goes to the back of the room and starts playing games on a computer. So I walk over, welcome him, I ask his name. His face is barely visible under the hood of his big puffy coat. "My name's Kenneth," he says. "Hey, Kenneth, we're gonna have a pretty chill day today. Just get to know each other. Can you join us in the circle?" "I don't want to know my classmates." I say, I'd rather be on the beach. Where would you rather be? It's hard to come back to school. Would you like me to leave this classroom right now? There's a target. Students will be able to construct questions to facilitate the decision-making process. Zoom has some features that are like teacher superpowers. Disable the chat, mute all participants, return participant to the waiting room. But I'm here now, face to face. So I sit down next to Kenneth. I say, a lot of kids feel like you do today. Kenneth slams that computer closed. He grabs his little space-themed lunchbox and starts slamming it into the table. Return participant to the waiting room. You see, this is post-COVID. This kid has been on a computer unsupervised for more than a year. A year! And everyone, teachers, students, custodial staff, lunch staff, we are all anxious and irritable. We all have special needs. And we're all in the throes of digital detox. So a few months go by, and one day I gingerly say to Kenneth, "Hey, we're going on an off-site trip today. Can you put that computer away and get ready to go?" These days, Kenneth's wearing his jacket open with his hood down. Kenneth slams that computer closed. He grabs his little space-themed lunchbox, and he comes right up to me. And I'm thinking, where is that mute button? In a private growl, he says, "I'd really like to hit you with my lunchbox, but I know I'd get in trouble." There's a target. Students will be able to use rules to predict an outcome. I wonder if he learned that I'm the wrestling coach here at school, and that's why he changed his mind. Who knows? So several more months go by, and one day I'm sitting in my classroom eating lunch, grading papers, whatever. Kenneth comes in from the hallway. The first thing I notice, he's not wearing his jacket. He's carrying it nearby. He's also replaced his little space-themed lunchbox with this sophisticated stainless steel bento box. As he gets a little closer, I notice some peach fuzz over his lip. He says, "Can I ask you a question?" "Sure." In his most earnest voice, "Are you male to female or female to male?" "What?" I say. "Well, you are trans, right?" "No, Kenneth, actually, I am not trans." "What? So what are you?" Students will be able to construct questions to discern the sex assignment of a teacher. Okay, I made that one up. Ugh, this is a familiar gut punch. I'm over 60 years old. I must have been called sir hundreds of times. And I find it so aggravating. So I say, well, Kenneth, I was born a female. I lived my whole life a female, and I'm still a female. What? He says. So you're a large person, and you have a very low voice, and your hair, and your clothes. And what about those shoes? Students will be able to present an argument either for or against an emotionally charged topic. It's true, I have never won a fashion award in my entire life. It's also true that I love everything that is woman about me. I love my big, strong body. I love my rich alto voice. And I love the freedom to express myself on my own terms in this world. Well, Kenneth, this is the way I do female. He pauses for a minute to take it in. So, you're female. That's cool. Kenneth turns to leave. He seems happy with his new information. Bye, he says. Wait, Kenneth, one more thing. Come back here. If you're going to ask that question to anyone else, promise me it's going to be someone you really know you're safe with, someone you really trust. He looks me right in the eye, big smile. Oh, I know that. Kenneth, he's exactly where he's supposed to be, and so am I. Thank you.